Mr. Rysdale is charged with the murder of his wife, Helen.
As with the real case, the jury are given bundles of evidence, including photos and reports.
I'm going to ask you to have a look at those now. Photograph 007 is significant, ladies and gentlemen, because that shows the state of the room in general.
There's blood, I think, isn't it?
Yeah.
There's like things all over the place. So they must have been having a proper fight. Bloody hell.
So, on Monday, the 11th of July of last year, in the dining room of the house that they shared together in Great Frompton, the defendant attempted to strangle his wife of just 2 months, and thereafter repeatedly struck her in the face, head area 3 times with an industrial-sized hammer. I'll ask the usher if they can kindly hand it round to the jury now.
Good.
Oh, that's heavy.
Weighs about 1.4 kilograms. A hammer that caused catastrophic and fatal head injuries, resulting in her death some 2 days later whilst in hospital. The defendant later told the police that he had just snapped. He does not deny that he caused his wife's death. He does, however, deny murdering her.